Welcome back to Armchair Bros. I'm Bronco Pat. This is Big D. Let's get into week 3. How's it going, Big D?
Good, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, buddy.
Oh, what a week.
It was a good week again. I'm super stoked to actually talk about something that's just happened on Thursday. It's the Thursday night football. I mean, wow, that's what we wanted to see in a Thursday night football matchup. None of these boring matchups where you're just like, please, just end this misery of games. Like, the league didn't have it right until this week, and they had it right, didn't they, Big D?
Yeah, man. They called this call right down. I think it's probably the best Thursday nighter in probably 3 years. I mean, I haven't enjoyed a Thursday nighter in so long. And just watching this, sitting back, watching this game, unreal.
Unreal. I just can't believe that this game turned into a offensive game. I mean, you had two big defenses on this Thursday, and it was a gunslinging game. So, I mean, for you people out there that had the defenses, sorry about your D, but let's get into some of that offense, eh, Big D?
Yeah, man. The gunslinging indeed.
That's right.
Big Goff throwing the ball.
Yeah, Big Goff. Jared Goff threw for 465 yards and 5 TDs. No interceptions, because you know those do count.
Right.
That's a huge game for
Definitely.
Jared Goff. And for the last 2 weeks, anyone that's got him, man, this guy is turning into the Cam Newton. And anyone that had Cam Newton knows what I'm talking about. The guy that he's going to put up your points. Like, don't question him. Don't take him out of your lineup. And I'm going to admit, I kind of thought about it for a second, but Big D helped me out a little bit on that one. I'm going to give him the credit on that one.
I mean, the guy's put 8 TDs in 2 weeks, so, I mean, how can you not go with the guy?
That's right. So, I mean, Jared Goff, get that guy. If you don't, sorry. What about Gurley? Hey, Big D, what about Gurley?
Gurley was on, he was there to catch the ball. He had a beautiful touchdown catch. Perfect play, outran he had a weak matchup. So, perfect pass right up the middle, touchdown for Gurley. But running, we're not seeing the Gurley of last year, I don't think, running yet.
No, I mean, everyone that projected that this might be a 2,000-yard rushing year, no. I mean, maybe he could press for 1,500 all-purpose yards. I see that. That's what I see out of Gurley this year.
Kind of like the player before his day with Falk doing this both duties.
That's right.
Kind of that kind of thing. The greatest show on turf.
That's right. Taking it back.
Kind of throw it back to that era.
That's right.
Who would have thought McVay would have thought of that?
McVay, one of the youngest coaches in the league.
Yeah.
In all of leagues. Like, for this guy, I mean, I am giving a lot of praise and a lot of respect to this coach. Last year, we got a bit of what his game is, and, they finished with a great record last year, the Rams did. 13-3, I believe it was. And now this year, it looks like they are the legit Super Bowl
contenders.
Yes. I'm marking it up there. It's the Rams versus whoever from the AFC. Mark it here, Rams Super Bowl.
Well, I'm not going to do any more bowl predictions because of last week's debacle. My goodness. Seattle, Dallas. Terrible.
That was a stretch. I mean,
it's tough to watch.
After watching what the Seahawks did the week before, yeah, I could see where you thought maybe Dallas might still have.
Both teams looked anemic still.
Yeah.
It was just not fun to watch. No. I don't know what's going on with that offensive package. I don't know if Dak might not be it. They might be having to look to this year's draft for the future instead of Dak.
Yeah, can you believe it? I mean, 2 years removed from him having an amazing season. I mean, you think with that offensive line, they would be a lot better. But, I mean, Elliott not really producing either. He's getting some yards, but I'm not seeing the Zeke of last year.
No, he's not getting fed. No, he's definitely hungry.
Zeke.
Definitely hungry.
That's right.
Well, what about the Kansas City game? Wasn't that in unbelievable excitement?
Patty Mahomes is turning into
Yeah.
next Tom Brady? I mean, that's...
I don't know. Go farther than that, I think, maybe, if you can.
Peyton
Like,
Manning?
I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe he's a one-year hype, though. Like, I don't want to get too far into the calling him somebody's future, but, I mean, watching him scramble for, like, 25 yards and then place that ball right where it needed to be.
He looked like Russell Wilson. I mean,
yeah,
if you want to compare
yeah.
him to someone, he could be the next Russell Wilson.
Sure.
And, hey, Russell Wilson's still an elite quarterback, so this isn't saying, like, hey, Russell Wilson, your time's done. We got Patty Mahomes. This guy and that scramble, yeah, that's who that reminded me of. Great technique, great throw, strong arm, man.
Oh, man.
Crazy how,
insane. How quick he is with the release.
He is.
That Kansas City team is very lucky. They knew what they had. That's why they let Smith go on where he was. They knew it.
They knew what the future was.
And they had him sitting all last year, too. Right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine having that sitting on your bench?
But, I mean, is that bad? Because you're behind Alex Smith, right?
Well, he had to learn the package properly. He learned the offense. He learned how to lead the team through Alex Smith. I mean, it was a very smart move from the coach.
Very underrated player,
and
Alex Smith
management.
is. I mean, you can learn a lot from that guy. He knows how to manage games.
That's all he's done. He's a journeyman. He's a journeyman. He's going to be the journeyman.
He's done in all his career, manage games. I mean, he's not going to throw you 400, 300 yards and throw you 4 or 5
well, maybe
TDs.
Here and then, when he gets a defense, he has a good matchup.
Any given Sunday, right?
Absolutely.
That's right. But, I mean,
don't we know about the Browns any given Sunday?
No, Alex Smith is a player that was able to produce in that 2-minute warning. That's the kind of guy that Patty Mahomes got to sit and watch play. Yeah. So you're seeing him play that same technique.
And then you can do no wrong on that offense. There's nobody doing anything wrong.
No.
Everybody is addressing their assignments, their routes. It's almost unstoppable, that offense. Whose defense can stop them?
I almost thought that they kind of just took a step back in the game too. I mean, they probably could have put up the numbers.
Oh, you think they put their foot off the pedal?
Oh, I really think they put the foot off the pedal in that game. You kind of saw it. Like, Hunt got more of his yards in the second half. Yeah.
But
I think they took it easy on Patty Mahomes. Said, listen, you know what, let's just run the ball now. I mean, that's the strategy that Andy Reid's going to play when he's got the lead.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it was that Patty Mahomes saying, let's run the ball. I think it's Andy Reid saying, let's run the ball. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying that I think they took it easy on
Patty Mahomes. For sure, yeah.
Like, they're just like, hey, like, you don't need to go out there and throw the ball 30 times. Like, we're just going to hand this ball off.
You got enough TDs.
Yeah, you got us the lead. Let's end this game.
Yeah, let's put in close mode and get the W. Because that's what matters right now at this time, right?
So let's get into our top 3 performers for Week 3. What do you got on defense there, Big D?
Wow, guess who's back?
Who's back?
J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt's back?
Yeah, leading the way this week on Week 3's stats. He had 4 tackles, 4 assists, 3 sacks, and a forced fumble. J.J. coming back.
I think J.J. Watt's back.
Yeah, I think really you see the fire. You see he's not being double teamed because he's actually got a credible wingman on the other side.
He's got Clowney.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's got the ability that he can rush and not be double covered.
Yeah.
And let's hope this year, no injuries.
Yes, let's knock on wood, no injuries, because, I mean, he's already the bionic man out there.
That's right.
I mean, geez, the guy's got body armor everywhere. So, into number 2's performance. Again, a surprise of this year, but nobody's sleeping on him anymore. Darius Leonard. Beast mode for Indy. Holy cow. I mean, he's pretty much their whole defense right now out there. I mean, he had 9 tackles, 4 assists, 2 sacks, and he had 1 pass deflection. So, I mean, he's doing what you need him to do.
He's definitely going to produce for you this year.
Yeah.
There's no question. Like, I mean, you have him. And
yeah, fortunately.
I was spying him after that Week 2 performance. Well, for the guys that got him on your team, I think this guy is going to be a legit linebacker.
He's going to lead the way. I think he might be at the top at the end of the season.
That's right.
He's going to be up there. I mean, he'll have Wagner numbers. So moving into the number 3 guy, we have Avery Williamson in New York. The Jets D, they're solid. We know that they're putting up numbers. So he had 8 tackles. He had 6 assists and 2 sacks. Beast mode. That's all he's bringing it right now.
That's some huge numbers for a guy that I haven't heard of. Let's see what happens next week. I mean, it's it's always hard to predict what kind of defensive lineman you're going to get.
Yeah.
And linebackers, like I said, they're the guys, especially the middle linebackers, that are going to get those points for you. So, not reaching on this guy. Maybe get him on your bench. Let him sit there for another week and see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. If you have that spot to put him on there, I would put him in there just to see what happens. I mean, those numbers, those are pretty high numbers.
They're worth
to watch.
looking at.
Absolutely. So we're going to move into the offensive side of the ball.
We got our top 3 offensive players of the week, and Kelsey Breeze. Speaking of Breeze, we got Drew Brees at number 1, 396 yards, 3 TDs, and that old man rushed it in 2 times on his own.
2 times. Did you watch the spinorama?
I did.
They were afraid to touch him, so he just spun.
Looking like old L way there.
Yeah, except without the helicopter dive. Kind of took it a little safer.
Doing it in old age like John Elway did.
Oh.
When you see something like that, you know that's a man
cringe.
that wants to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Putting his body on the line out there. And we got a number 2. Same game. Another shootout. We got Matty Ryan again. Last week put it up. This week put it up. 374 yards and 5 TDs in the air. Matty Ice, you got these weird waves in your game. You got 1 year where you're just not producing, and then the year after that you produce. I think it's Matty Ice's turn to produce again.
Yeah, I think he put up some middle numbers, top 5 maybe. Top 5 if he keeps this up. If Atlanta's going to play shootout ball for the rest of the year, he'll probably keep these numbers up.
I see them definitely doing the shootout. They're going to be putting up a lot of air.
And number 3 was one of the strange targets of his.
Yeah, the rookie Ridley coming out of nowhere, 146 yards and 3 TDs. Now, great week. Would I say that this week can continue? It might. Julio Jones' touchdowns have gone down, and you got Sanu, which is his age is going up too. So why not have the rookie come in, throw him some flies, see if he can produce like he did last week.
Yep, hopefully.
Hey, let's talk some headliners here.
Yeah, let's talk about what's making news around the league.
What do you got, Big D?
Well, for whom the bell tolls. There's rumors out there. Bell's on the move.
Bell's on the move? Yeah, I'm hearing that too, and I'm speculating that Tampa Bay is going to be putting in the best bid for Latavian Bell here. I personally think Pittsburgh's got to cut ties. This is getting to be real bad. Like it's going to be a cancer in the dressing room.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple team names I've heard out there. I heard the Jets have a finger in the pool, and I mean, personally speaking, I think he should move somewhere out west. But that's just personally me speaking.
What are you thinking out west there, Big D?
Well, I mean, if they rolled the dice, I don't know how big their contract is with their off-season signing with McKinnon, but bring Bell into San Francisco now that Jimmy G's on the IR, McKinnon's on the IR. Bring him in, highlight to the fans that this is the future. You have Jimmy G and Bell next year.
It's not a bad idea. I mean, it's
especially with the
possibility.
Rams
It's really in Bell's hands, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the ball's in Pittsburgh's court.
Well, yeah, because Pittsburgh can trade him to whoever they want to trade him to, but Le'Veon Bell going in still wants to sign that contract. So obviously the 49ers are going to be like, if we're going to trade and give at least a 3rd or 4th round pick for this guy, Pittsburgh's going to want at least a 3rd because that's what they'll get off the market if he reaches free agency. So they don't need to move him. They've got a guaranteed 3rd round pick.
I think a 2nd round where San Francisco's going to finish this year, that is juicier than anybody else's offer.
That's a pretty juicy offer, but like I said, I mean, Bell's going to have to sign there for that to be a juicy offer. No question that the way San Francisco's going right now, they could be one of the top 5 picks in the 1st round. So if you're talking about a 2nd round pick here, you're talking between a 32